The newly released Forerunner 965 and 265 have some features that are not yet available on other Garmin watches. Wrist-based or native running dynamics are one of these. Here's everything you need to know. Running dynamics are not new. They've been around for a while now, along with run power. What is new with the 965 and 265 are wrist-based running dynamics. Previously, you needed a pod-like gadget called the Garmin Running Dynamics Pod in order to collect this type of data. The other option was to opt for one of the company's heart rate chest straps. But just like run power was enabled from the wrist a few months ago, now we are getting the same for running dynamics. No doubt the introduction of the Apple Watch Series 8 and its ability to gather this type of data from the wrist influenced Garmin to do the same. Checking on running dynamics metrics on the watch allows you to tweak your form while you are in motion. There is no sort of setup that is involved, apart from customizing the running watch data screens as per your preference. Cadence and stride length are already included in most Garmin watches, so there is nothing new there. You've probably noticed this info when checking your running stats in Garmin Connect. However, you now receive information on ground contact time, vertical oscillation, and vertical ratio. The figures from the wrist will be similar, but not identical, to those from a Garmin accessory, meaning they are comparable, but for more precise data, you should go with the Running Dynamics Pod or Heart Rate Chest Strap. All the Running Dynamics info is accessible via the Garmin Connect mobile app, as well as the web dashboard, and on the watch in real time. After the run, the data can be separated into laps and segments. As a result, detailed running dynamics metrics can be obtained for each part of your run, which is useful if you are exercising on changing terrain, or to see if your form deteriorates the longer you run. Interestingly, Garmin left out one running dynamics metric from the set that can be obtained from the wrist. This is known as ground contact balance. However, it should come as no surprise given that the symmetry is measured by the balance of left and right ground contact time. It would be nearly impossible to measure this with a device sitting on one of your wrists. The bad news is that this is actually one of the most useful metrics for running dynamics. For example, if you've been injured or had surgery on your knee, the left and right ground contact time balance can be beneficial in your recovery. It can help flag up improper training. If things start to go wrong with the data, it's a sign that you should slow down or perhaps work on core strength. Running dynamics metrics alone have limited utility. Most people will glance at the statistics a few times before losing interest. The issue is that Garmin does not provide any actual insights into the data. As a result, you are left to draw your own conclusions and convert the statistics into meaningful info. Having said that, when viewing any particular running dynamics metric, you can use the Help button. This provides a brief explanation as well as the ideal range to strive for, which is useful. For example, for cadence aim for a high figure, for vertical oscillation aim for a lower number, and for ground contact time aim for short time spent on ground. Overall, this is a welcome addition to Garmin's already extensive set of running performance metrics. Any new data will be appreciated by serious runners. The additional information has the potential to improve your running mechanics, efficiency, and help you to avoid injury.